Welcome. Do not forget to hit the like button and subscribe. Another one incoming, as the three-story building that collapsed in Ebute had been earlier marked by the Lagos state government for demolition for more than a year now. Let's get into the details. A three-story building on Sunday night collapsed at 32 Ibadan Street, Ebute, Lagos. The Lagos State Fire and Rescue Service made the announcement late Sunday, adding that rescue operations have begun. The announcement read, "An alert of a collapse of a three-story building by 32 Ibadan Street, Ebute, was received at 21:48 hours Sunday, with Lagos State Fire and Rescue Service already at the scene. Search and rescue ongoing with updates to follow, please." According to the Lagos State Emergency Management Agency, 20 persons have been rescued alive, while 2 who have sustained severe injuries were taken to the Lagos State Teaching Hospital for treatment. The LASMA Permanent Secretary Olufemi Damilola Oke Osanyutolu said 20 rescued alive out of the victims rescued, 2 sustained severe injuries and have been taken to Aßøút for further treatment. And the death toll had risen to 5. The news reaching us now is that the Lagos State government had marked the building for demolition for more than a year now. Now the question is the government working? Because this is an example of a failed state and failed workers. This is a building that they've marked for demolition for more than a year. So them not taking it down and allowing it to collapse is what I don't understand. This is something that should have been taken down soon so that people's lives will be safeguarded. Now, who is to blame? Is it the landlord or the state government? Because this is something that they should have done for more than a year. And they let it stay till it eventually collapsed. And now people have sustained injuries. Now you can see that 5 are already dead because they say the death toll have risen to 5. And I'm sure there's still more people trapped inside the building. And this is what happens all the time to all these houses. Most of these old houses that you already see that are already bending, that are already almost falling off. And the question I ask is that don't people see those kind of houses before packing into it or before staying there? Because sometimes we know that in Ebute we have old houses, and most of those houses that have been built some years ago, like long time ago, and at the end of the day it's there for the government to look at the safety of the people in their state. Because now the building that they would have demolished has now collapsed, leaving people injured. Now they have taken the people that are severely injured to the hospital. We don't know how far, we don't know how they're going to make it. But they have said they have rescued 20 persons alive, and we have the death toll rising to 5, and we don't know how many people are still trapped inside the building. We have agencies that inspect this building. So for it to have been inspected and they said that it was ready for demolition a year back. They even said it's more than a year now. So why continue to leave the house like that? And now people's lives are at stake. The people that are in the hospital are struggling for their lives. Some people are dead, and we thank God that they were able to find some people alive. We have an agency that inspects building in Lagos State. The Lagos State Building Control Agencies. They go and inspect houses. We see them very, very well. They inspect houses. They go and see the living condition of that place, and if it's ready for demolition, they do that. And sometimes they seal the houses if they're not ready to if they don't people are not ready to vacate those houses. There have been instances whereby some of them come sometimes to check some houses, like they do routine checkups without even telling you anything. They'll just come, inspect the house, check how the houses are and all that. And I'm surprised that they have marked the house since for demolition, and at the end of the day it was not demolished. Could it be that they bribed the agency, or they bribed the people inspecting that building, or people meant to demolish that building? Because there's nothing human beings can do. And The landlord won't want to be at a loss because obviously you'll be collecting rent. So who is to blame about this incident? Should it be the government, or should it be the owner of the building? So at the end of the day, who are the people to be blamed for this incident? Because yes, we can blame the government for being lackadaisical about the whole thing, for not paying attention. But can we also blame the landlord, because some of them might have bribed these people, and we all hear incidents about it. We all see people on online saying that, oh, most of these people, they bribe and everything. We saw the incident about the house in Lekki, where they told him that he wasn't meant to build um more than some story buildings, and he went ahead to build the 21-story building, and at the end of the day it collapsed, and he also died in that collapsed building. And even when they said that they didn't give them permission to build more than that 20, to build 21, they said it was only meant to be around 3 or so, and you can see that he went ahead to do it. Obviously there's a system. The system is corrupt. We have endemic corruption in Nigeria. So basically that might have been what might have happened in this case. They might have wanted to demolish it, but the landlord or whoever owns the place might have gone ahead to pay these officials and tell them that they should not go ahead with the demolition. So who are the people to be blamed? Should we blame the government, or should we blame the person or the owner of the house? I think both of them are meant to be blamed. I don't really know how far or what really happened, but people's lives are at stake. Some people have died, and this is very, very sad, because how would you be in your house one day and the next day you are dead? You are not guaranteed anything. Your house just collapsed from one day to the next, and some people will still be trapped inside that building. You can imagine the agony of what some of their family members might be feeling now. And at the end of the day, it's high time we take this building serious. Once they've asked you, oh, we need to demolish this place, or you people need to vacate, I think people should take it serious, and the people there too should also have known, because if they had marked the house for demolition, I feel that the people there should have left, because at the end of the day, it's your life that is at stake. This was some house that was marked for demolition. So there have been various reactions on social media, as many people are blaming the government, saying it's a failed state, and some people are also blaming the occupants of the building, and also blaming the owner of the building, because some people are saying that you should have left when you knew that they had marked that house for demolition for more than a year. But why stay in that house? We know it's not easy to find house nowadays, because accommodation in Nigeria is crazy. The amount of money you pump into accommodation, it's crazy. But at the end of the day, it's better to save your life than lose your life. And at the end of the day, you won't have any house to stay. You won't have anywhere to go, just because of you wanted to stay in a house. And it's really sad to know. It's really sad to hear that these kind of things are happening. And at the end of the day, it boils down to the government. No amount of money, no amount of bribe will make you to risk people's lives, to decide to leave a house that should have been demolished like so many years ago. Well, I don't know what to expect from the government, because they always fail us every single time. Well, do not forget to hit the like button and comment. Flood my comment section and tell me who you feel it's at fault concerning this building that collapsed. And to those joining us for the first time, do not forget to hit the like button and also subscribe. Thank you.